Alright, I think we're up and running. I just wanted to talk very briefly just about how excited I am for this school year. It's kind of hard looking at a webcam, looking at my screen. I'm going to try to do a little bit of screen captures this year and give you guys a little bit more to look at than just the words that are up and down in the classroom. But we're doing a lot of things different in my class this year. Over this course of the last 6 months or so, I spent a lot of time focusing on Web 2.0 applications. So, social bookmarking, blogging, social networking, podcasting, all kinds of things like that. And what I've done is I've created some things. And the first thing that we're going to look at is a blog. And I want you guys to be able to go through this blog and use it as a resource in order to get ideas for how to complete assignments. As I've said in the past, there's going to be lots of alternatives for completing assignments besides just completing them in the way that they're on the screen right now. So as I keep working on the websites and building up the website more and more to reflect the amount of changes that we've gone through in my courses, I want you to keep in mind that anytime you see the words essay or review or written assignment, you can turn that type of assignment in lots of different ways, whether it could be videos, uh, web pages, podcasts, Zoho Show, Flickr slideshows, lots of different things like that that we'll go through. So if you want to get a few ideas of some ways to start working on projects, then you're going to want to come to what you see on the screen. This is my blog that I started for you guys. It's called The First Day of Kindergarten. It says this is a blog for students at our online high school. There are instructions on useful tools for projects and research down the center of the blog. There is a list of all the available resources on the right. Okay? Well, so if you come over to the right-hand side, you'll see all these different resources, and I just put them by categories with the title of whatever I talked about in the blog, as well as I label them projects and online education. So whenever you want to start looking into some projects that you can do, just click on projects, wait for it to load, and start talking about a lot of the things that I'm doing. The first thing at the very top is I just actually this weekend created a social network for Odyssey, and let me see if I can pull up that social network. All right, it's called Odyssey of the Mind, which used to be like a sort of an education program that some of you guys may have heard of in the past. I want you guys to come here to be able to collaborate with other students at Odyssey. This main page that you're looking at right now is going to be where all the students can, sort of get together, all the students in any of my classes. But what I've also done is I've formed groups. So if you're in my Civil Liberties, then you would join the Civil Liberties group. So you click on it and join it. Travel and Tourism group or an American History through Film group. Okay. Um, when you guys get online, and I've already invited you to join this network, so when you get all set up, just keep in mind one sort of rule. You sort of want to keep things clean. You want to keep sort of the same ideas about how you would treat a regular classroom. That's how you'd want to treat the social network, in the sense that you don't want to be, you don't want to cuss online. You don't want to, show too much skin by putting up photos that are too revealing or whatever. Let's just think about it as education, which is the main goal behind the social network, which may not be anywhere, may not be a reason why you ever go to MySpace or Facebook. But for this, what I want you guys to do is make friends, with kids that are going to our school, and then you have a place to come collaborate with them and talk to them, and hopefully, get a little bit more interested in doing some of your work if you're getting some people to talk to about some ideas. All right. So back to the web page or the blog page. You can also create your own blog and do blog entries for my class as for assignments. Um, if you scroll down through this project, you'll notice all kinds of things that you can do. And I want you to spend some time reading up on this before you start turning in work. But don't spend too much time, because work's starting to be due or recommended pretty soon. Another thing I'm really excited about is this online PowerPoint kind of program called Zoho Show, which is really cool because you can create your own Zoho. They're like PowerPoints essentially, but you could put them online. So let me see if I can pull open something that I've done on here. I've only done one thing. Oops, that's the wrong button. Alright, so slideshow. Oh, there we go. Let's open up an existing one. So I created this presentation I called My Favorite Thing. It says happiness in a very small nutshell. And then I just created 5 different slides with pictures that illustrated my favorite things. And I spent a lot of time finding the right pictures. because there's like hidden meanings behind every single picture. But this kind of stuff, I mean, it was fun. It was really, really fun, and I'm not a big fan of doing a lot of, extra work if I don't have to, and I just had a blast doing this kind of stuff. You can do that, something like this for my class, where you're turning into picture slideshows, stuff that you're finding online. That's fantastic. I would really love it. Another interesting thing that we're going to look at is called a wiki, and most of you have heard of Wikipedia. A wiki is something where a user can come edit the site and add their own ideas to what everybody else has already posted on that site. I created one for my family website. It's just a travel one. This would work great in a travel class. It would work great if you're working with other people, if you're collaborating. So you can go to wikispaces.com, apply for a free site, and then just use that to collaborate and share ideas. So for example, this is a page that I put up. It talks about Kauai. Those of you in my travel and tourism class will have a lesson on Kauai. And what you could do is, if you wanted to create your lesson on Kauai, and you knew that somebody else was working on something on Kauai that was in your class, maybe you met them inside of the social network, then you could come in here and you guys could create your own wiki together and then start bouncing your ideas off right on the page. So literally all you have to do is just go to edit page, and then you would just literally come in, save. This is an online site. It's going to save instantly, and the other person that you're working with might be sitting at home doing their own. You can literally bounce ideas back and forth like this. You can also do this with Google Docs, which is a really cool deal. Google Docs is like an online word processor that you can publish what you do. You can make it private, so only you and a few people know about it, but then you share it with somebody, and then you can work back and forth on that. Another one of my favorite things I found this summer was Flickr. I already logged into Flickr. I just wanted to show you an example of how you could do some work for Flickr. And I encourage you to put photos, thoughtful photos, into any one of your projects that you do. It's going to enhance your projects if you have like an essay-based project and you want to add photos to it. It's going to enhance your project and your grade, of course. But you can also do slideshows. You can also just do picture slideshows that tell stories. Put a few captions and should be able to tell stories. So let's say you're in my travel and tourism course, and there's a lesson in there about Northern California. So I'll type in Northern California coast. And whenever you're searching in Flickr, the best thing to do, I'm in the advanced search button. Let me go back to what a screen that you guys would normally see. So if you go to search, this is what you're going to see. You're going to want to click on advanced search and type in your search term. Try to spell it correct. And scroll down. You want to show photos. You can have your safe search on or off, whatever. But you want to search Creative Commons licensed photos. Those are photos that people put up that they're willing to share and let you manipulate without you violating any copyright laws. Okay? So then you'll search. Okay, so these are all photos that are come from Northern California coast. You'll see that they're tagged with that coast, with what I just looked for. They'll tell you exactly by the tags. They'll tell you where this flower, for example, is found in Half Moon Bay, which is just below San Francisco. This coastline is just off of Humboldt. Okay, so you just scroll down and say you found one that you really, really liked. You thought was gorgeous. This is a really cool view of a lighthouse. You just right-click it, save image as, and then save that document onto your hard drive, and then upload that into your project by just inserting the image. Okay. Flickr is fantastic, so please register. And I've gone over how to use Flickr in my blog. So you want to come back to the blog, and you can scroll. It's photo sharing, and there's a blog on how to use Flickr with a short little video down at the bottom. Tells you how to get started. Alright, so these are just a few of the Web 2.0 applications I'm really excited about. I'm hoping that you guys will get interested in things, and you'll find modalities that you enjoy learning in, and then that way you can produce some stuff that you find interesting. And if you find it more interesting to do it, you will more likely complete your work, which is my main goal this year, is to get all of you guys to pass my classes. Alright, so good luck, you guys, and thank you very much for listening to the whole thing. There we go.